Top recruitment experts Rod Cornwall and Sam Landers are helping Vito Rouser of Barnard Marcus find a new estate agent to join his team. One candidate has already failed to impress and been sent packing. For the remaining 4, the pressure is on as they face their final test before 2 more people are let go.
I've got to pull out all stops. It's a go situation. I want this job. I'm going to get it.
My chances of getting through to the last 2 at the moment, on a scale of 1 to 10 at the moment, I'd give myself an 8.
Rod introduces the surviving candidates to their final challenge.
This is the sales presentation test.
There are 4 items on the table: a blender, a doll's house, a pair of wrecked Wellingtons, and a broken squash racket. Each candidate must choose a different item, which they will then sell to the panel. Just 10 minutes are available to plan a convincing 2-minute pitch. But what are the panel really looking for?
I want to see some real enthusiasm, some really good delivery styles, and some true passion coming through in their presentations, not just a bog standard sell.
To be a good estate agent, you need to be able to sell anything.
There's no hiding place for any of our candidates for this test. We're going to be able to see very quickly who has a natural raw sales ability.
Okay everyone, time's up.
It's now time for the candidates to deliver their pitch. Driven by her success in the last test, Tammy's put aside her poor start and has confidently picked the hardest item to sell. She's again taking an unconventional approach to show she has a flair for sales.
Broken squash racket. You're thinking, there's no way, Tammy, that you're going to try and sell me a broken squash racket. And you're absolutely right. I'm not going to sell you a broken squash racket. This is an opportunity for you to change your life, and I really do mean that. By looking after something, by nurturing something back to its former self, by taking the time to fix and mend this broken squash racket, will actually help you to fix and mend whatever it is that's wrong with your life.
Unsure that her plan is working with the panel, Tammy goes for broke.
The other fantastic thing is, if you do buy it, the money is going to a charity for underprivileged kids who need to get their lives back on track. So for £100 today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm offering you the chance to change your life. Thank you very much.
The price that we're going to pay for the racket was how much?
I think it's £100.
And that money would go to a children's charity to help under... Why did you use the guilt factor on us? Why did you feel you had to use that emotion?
I thought it might clinch it.
That was in very bad taste.
I mean, the comment from Sam about my selling my squash racket in poor taste to kids, I think is a bit of a blow, and that wasn't what I expected. I think she's right, actually.
How can a broken squash racket change my life?
It's a bold move. Yeah. It's a very bold move. The question got my attention, but it fell completely flat.
It's a shame, because there are some things that really, work in her favour. It's just she doesn't always use them to her advantage.
The panel have seen that Philip is bright and competent, but this time they want to see some real salesmanship.
From Philip, I'm hoping to see a bit more passion, because I think he's just perhaps been just a tad too controlled for me.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start. I've chosen to talk about the doll's house. I think this is a very impressive item, and it actually sells itself for a number of reasons. Firstly, it would make an excellent toy for any child under the age of 12 and many over the age of 12. I think also, while it is in a relatively good state at the moment, it would actually be fun to paint this with your child, playing with your child, to actually paint this house right here. So I think for a number of reasons, it would actually be very fun to use and a good toy.
Do you think that encompassed selling that doll's house to us, or were you giving us facts?
Yeah, you're right, actually. It probably was more of a talking about the item and demonstration rather than an actual trying to push it to someone. So I suppose I didn't really do the hard sell as I was supposed to do. So I think, I think I would need a lot of training if I was going to be, the negotiator and the actual salesperson.
My concerns with Philip were that I actually Generally, I think he can handle most situations, or at least he feels he can handle them. But as you look at the content of what he was saying, it was dispassionate.
Susanna has shown enthusiasm, but lost her nerve in the last test. Can she be more convincing now and make up the lost ground?
Here we have, to your eye perhaps, a useless pair of wellies. May I correct you? These are not a useless pair of wellies. If I could demonstrate, perhaps you've seen on the catwalks, ripped jeans. Well, I think the way forward, if I can get it on, is ripped wellies. What a fantastic look. Perhaps even if you got stinky feet, you get some nice air going in there. Otherwise, what you could do with this wonderful pair of boots, pop some nice herbs in the toes. As I said before, I think wholly wellies are the way forward.
You were nervous at the start, you started talking very, very fast. Do you feel you gave it everything?
As you say, I'm very aware of how fast I speak. It is one of my fallbacks. I must learn to slow down. I'm really glad that bit's over, to be honest. We've been waiting for this sales pitch, and it's over and done with now. So now it's just a case of will I, won't I?
I mean, at times it felt maybe a little bit too rehearsed. She had the lines off pat, but I'm not going to knock her for that.
I liked the way that she delivered it. She was very tactile with her approach. She was lots and lots of touchy-feely with the wellies and actually put one of them on to demonstrate it. It was a good presentation.
With 9 years as a sales professional, this should be plain sailing for Martin. But can he show the spark that the panel so far think is missing?
Firstly, it fits into today's lifestyle. It's also a great way of introducing a healthy diet to your children. It really does promote that healthy aspect and the energy that we're all going to be needing to be successful. Bear with me, let's catch up with myself. One day, you will be able to reap the rewards of blending your foods. It's a chance for you to get on board with this design, to move forward in our dietary needs. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You can go.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I think they love me. They were eating out of my hand. I mean, it was back off, back off, guys. You could tell they wanted some more. No, I don't know. I have no idea. They might think I'm a complete prat. I don't know.
Martin did give us features of the blender, which I liked, okay? But then he quickly slipped up, and I thought he was going to lose it altogether, and I think to an extent that put him off track. Martin just a little bit disappointed me there.